Tonight, leaders from 7 nations are in Austin to combat an invasive bug that is threatening livestock. KVUE's Daniel Perot is here to show us how Texas is working to protect the food supply from the screwworm. Daniel.
Mark, the New World screwworm is not in Texas yet, but as you can see on the map behind me, it has been inching closer to the Texas and the U.S.-Mexico border over the last couple of months. A few months ago, it was a few hundred miles away down in Veracruz, 440 miles. Now those pests have been found in the Mexican state of Nuevo Leon. Back in September, we had a case 70 miles from the border in Sabinas, Hidalgo. Now, one of the most recent cases is in Matamoros, about 120 miles from the border. Right now, officials say it is stabilized, so it's not advancing, but it's also not regressing. Of the 14 screwworm cases that have gotten close to Texas, Agriculture Commissioner Sid Miller says all were one-offs. Animals transported from southern Mexico to a feedlot in northern Mexico that did not get an anti-parasitic drug like ivermectin.
Mexico's going to tighten that up, see if they can prevent that from happening.
Miller was joined by delegates from Mexico, Panama, El Salvador, Guatemala, Costa Rica, and Nicaragua to discuss the fight against the spread of the parasite. A translator spoke for Nestor Guerrero with the National Federation of Cattle Producers in Mexico.
We are doing as much as we possibly can to put an end to this pest.
The screwworm is the larval form of a fly that nests in the wounds of warm-blooded animals and slowly eats them alive. State leaders fear it could devastate the Texas cattle industry.
In Texas, it threatens over 200 species of mammals, including human beings.
Several efforts are underway to fight the screwworm, including deploying sterile flies so that the parasites cannot reproduce.
It's a slow process. That's a very expensive process.
Miller says a lot of the discussion focused on new technology and tools that can be brought to the fight.
Everyone's have a high-duty things to do day by day, not only the farmers, also the social society, and included the people that just have pets in their homes.
Below 60 degrees, the screwworm flies are inactive, so Miller says now is the time to put new ideas in place before the spring.
This is the time we need to gear up and get ready for our plan of attack.
Here in Texas, leaders are taking a surveillance approach, deploying traps along the Rio Grande border, at livestock export facilities and cruise ship terminals. If the pest reaches Texas, it would cause billions of dollars of economic damage.
There's no positive comes out of screwworms, being active in your country or advancing from one country to the next.
U.S. and Latin American leaders teaming up to stop this destructive pest in its tracks.
We're all united, we're all unified, we want the same results, and I think we're all on the same team.
The USDA has a 5-prong approach to fight the screwworm. Last month, the USDA launched a brand new website. It is screwworm.org that has information about the fight against the pests and resources for livestock producers, veterinarians, and health officials as well.